I'm Steph, aka Literati Medium. Today, I thought I would celebrate Oscars season by doing the Academy Awards book tag. Now, there are a few iterations of this book tag floating around there on YouTube and on the internet, but I found one on a Fangirl's Opinion blog that I really liked, so I'm going to be doing that as a YouTube video. If you want to read that blog, I will link it down below. Make sure to watch this video to the end so you can find out who won my 100 subscriber giveaway. Red carpet ready. What outfit from a book would you want to steal? So the answer for this for me would probably be Cassie Palmer's coronation dress from When She Becomes Pythia in the Cassandra Palmer series by Karen Chance. I had wanted to try and find a description of the dress, but unfortunately my Cassie Palmer books were in the attic, which, as you know, got ruined by moisture. If you haven't read the Cassie Palmer books and enjoy paranormal romance, you really should read this series. It's got everything for me. It has a strong female protagonist who can see ghosts, a vampire mafia made up of your favorite historical figures. Though admittedly the books could be a little bit more diverse, they do have spice, magic, and an incredibly fast pace, which I enjoy. It also has one of the best enemies to allies to friends to lovers storylines I've ever read in a series. The books aren't perfect, but they're really enjoyable. They remind me a lot of True Blood meets Dresden Files. The opening monologue. What are some of your favorite opening lines? I'm not typically one to remember quotes in a book. I have just recently started notating lines that are memorable. For most of the books that I read, I would not be able to tell you the first line of a book. However, there is one. In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. I mean, need I say more? Best picture. Favorite standalone novel. So currently I think it's probably Enchantment by Orson Scott Card. It's a Sleeping Beauty retelling and I love a good fairy tale retelling. There's also this fun aspect of time travel involved. Plus the book introduced me to some Russian folklore that I wasn't aware of, like Baba Yaga, which I found really interesting. I haven't read this book in a while, so I am interested to see if it would hold up to today's standards. So that might be something I need to do soon. Best short film. Favorite novella or short story? So I don't really read short stories or novellas, and if I do, they're usually short stories or novellas for my favorite universes, like Cassie Palmer or the Black Jewels trilogy. But I can't say I've ever loved any of those stories. They just kind of were. Best actor. Who is your favorite male protagonist? So if you've watched my channel at all recently, you would know the answer to this, and that is Abel from Defy the Stars by Claudia Gray. I've talked about Abel ad nauseum in a bunch of my other videos, but what I like about him is he's this artificial intelligence who feels more human than the humans in the story, and you just empathize with him so much as the story goes on. He's just this great kick-butt cinnamon roll, and I love it. Best actress. Who is your favorite female protagonist? Anne Shirley. She's creative and feisty and funny and wonderful in all of her different iterations. Before we get into the rest of the categories, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and tell me down in the comments who you want to win Best Picture this year. Best Director. Who is your favorite author? Again, I've talked about this ad nauseum, but it's probably Anne Bishop, at least right now. Best Adapted Screenplay. Favorite book adaptation? What book would you want to see adapted next? So my favorite book adaptation currently is The Lord of the Rings. Hands down, extended editions, no other way to watch Lord of the Rings, although if you watch the theatrical cut, I won't hold it against you because at least you're watching it. And to grow up to see those movies become a reality and to make history was really wonderful for me. As for what adaptation I'd like to see next, I would have to say probably The Arcana Chronicles by Kresley Cole. And I know that the options were bought a while ago and they just never made it into a show, and that makes me really sad. So if you're listening, whoever bought the rights to The Arcana Chronicles, please make that show. It would be soapy and crazy, but I would love every single second of it. Best Original Screenplay. Favorite fictional world. I'd probably have to say The Enchanted Forest from The Enchanted Forest Chronicles by Patricia C. Reed. The reason for that is It's like really fun and adventurous and can be dangerous, but not too dangerous. And I really enjoyed that because like if I were gonna go to a fantasy world, like as much as I would like to say Middle Earth, I would be like, no, I would die in Middle Earth. But the Enchanted Forest Chronicles, I feel like, I mean, probably still some bad things would happen to me, like I would get turned into a statue or something, but I would at least have a chance of survival there. Best cinematography, best plot twist, no spoilers please. Project Hail Mary. And that's all I can really say about that. The story just hits a point where it goes in a completely different direction from where I thought it was going to go. Best costume design. Favorite book cover? If you've watched my first book haul video, which if you haven't, you can check it out here, you would know that I got a beautiful edition of The Complete Works of Jane Austen, which you can see it's that lavender cover there. I should just pull it out and show it to you, but I'm feeling lazy and don't want to. At least for this year, it wins this title because it's the only book that I bought strictly for the aesthetics. If you've made it this far in my video, go ahead and leave me a trophy emoji. And now I'm sure it's the moment you've all been waiting for, the winner of my 100 subscriber giveaway. And that is Dark Fairy Reading. Congratulations! Hello! Editing stuff here. So I realized I did a book tag and I tagged absolutely nobody. I definitely need to do Dark Fairy Reading now. And let's do Justine, since she's been awesome and helping me with my sprints from Under a Bookish Moon. Great channel, go check her out. And just taking a stab at the dark here because he's been super supportive of my channel, I'm gonna say Andrew from Andrew's Wizardly Reads. So there, I tagged some people. So pretty soon you'll be getting a private message from me to coordinate delivery to you. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and let's see what stories tomorrow brings.